basic workshop objective was to strengthen the capacity of around 12 university teachers to design, develop and implement e-learning activities. There was a 3-day intensive face-to-face workshop, introduction to e-learning, and then following that there was a 6-week online course, design and development of e-learning activities, where our people sat at their desks in Dhaka, and Peter was in Hilversum or Amsterdam, I'm not quite sure where he resides in the Netherlands, and people interacted over the internet. The course had 5 modules: getting to know the system, introduction to e-learning, foundations of effective instruction, theory and practice and effective instruction, pedagogical model for e-learning, and the final assignment. And the 4 ULab faculty who participated.
One thing I think I must stress from the very start, and that is for RNTC, e-learning does not just mean putting materials online or inviting students to send their homework through email to teachers, or that kind of notions that sometimes come with e-learning. Thanks to AMIC, you find no less than 4 people from ULab here at the table. 3 of them professors who took part in the pilot project and who will share their personal experiences with you. And I hope that their presentation will provide some interesting points for discussion.
That e-learning means extended learning and not online learning. And that's one of the most important things that I've learned. So you're hearing the word online and you're hearing the words computer and IT and you're thinking in terms of online learning, but it's not. That's only one tool. The same way that a book is a tool, the same way that a whiteboard that I use in the class all the time and I go up and I write on it is just a tool, and it's one among many and not the most important, especially in a context like Bangladesh where computer access is very limited and electricity is completely unstable. So I really want to emphasize that fact, that it's only one among many tools and not the most important. It's also about the intelligent application of technology. So it's not about the IT professionals telling us what to do, it's us as teachers telling the IT people what we need in order to teach a proper class.
E-learning, before I thought, e-learning means electronic learning, fully based on internet or fully based on the electronic systems. But I was empowered that e-learning is not means electronic learning, it is the extended learning. So I was moved when I understand that the technology should be used for education purpose, not for education, not for technology. That this was the main my empowerment, and I also transmit this information to the students. Students was also inspired. Students also sometimes give lectures and sharing their knowledge and sharing their views and sharing their creativity. So through this way, students also very moved. And in my new media course, 100% students are now using online applications. They have, at least all students have blogs. And now students are learning in the website. At the same time, they are using multimedia technology. And also my class is now extended beyond the limited class times. When they face any problems, they email me or they chatting with me, then I give answers instantly from my house. So this is they are advanced and they are also getting benefit. I am also moved as a teacher.
Flexibility is one of the important part I saw there. It's some of the when there is a 8:30 class in the morning, it always say 8:45 because there is a huge traffic jams. Some of the students are coming from far away, and there is a common complaint or excuse that I was stuck in jam. So this can give you that sort of flexibility. When we are putting the document in the computer, on the web, it's permanently there. You can update it, it's permanently stored there, you can update it, you can just change in the next term, you can add things, you can deduct things. That is probably storage part is very important. Communication. More written communication is involved, I think. I think in a class situation like now, faculty is lecturing, faculty is delivering, and the students are listening. And in most cases, they are passive listeners. They are passive listeners, and nowadays there is a mobile phone with everyone, and some has more than one. And sometimes they are answering. I noticed sometimes they are answering the text messages, or sometimes they are taking the phone. So that is, this communication probably is more important in Bangladesh's context because English is a second language, and that will improve their writing skills dramatically.
So my course, like I said, was film theory. So it was a very traditional course, based mostly on lectures and screenings, and then quizzes. And the students were required to write a film journal, which they turned in on paper. So what I did to revise this course to make it more active was, of course, in-class activities, as well as extended online activities. I wanted to make the in-class more dynamic, more interactive, and give them more opportunities to engage with material outside of the classroom. So within the class, some of the activities that I did, of course, we have the lectures still, but we also have smaller lecturettes or tutorials, a lot more question and answer and engaging with the students. The film screenings are still there. More presentations and case studies from the students.
I went to Bangladesh. I was teaching development communication and media advocacy, and one of the projects that we did was to go out and actually make a film of the rickshaw wallahs, which was a real learning experience for me, but also for my students, who gained a whole range of new insights into this class of people who, there are 600,000 more rickshaw wallahs in Bangladesh. They became humans. Inside the classroom, active learning engages them in a meaningful and relevant way with the material, which is what we should always aim for. For non-traditional students, the online environment can create an educational opportunity where none existed before. And again, that's something that we are trying to do.